Welcome back, everyone, to Sportsfellas.
Yo, let's go. Hey, emerging from the black hole, representing the Raiders. Your boy, Big Don.
And Reverend for the DMV, for the burgundy and gold, and always staying true to Tar Heel Blue, Mr. Brett.
And this is your Rocky Mountain High Denver Broncos. I can't even say the words right, you guys. I'm just so excited. Trust me, next show, you guys, we're going to do this right. This is your host, Carlos. You guys, we're going to talk about the NFL Week 2 picks. We're going to also talk about Chuck's Dugout, College Game Day of the Week. We're going to talk about Chris's Fantasy Football Lineup, Driz and Lowe's Players of the Week. And our show is back. Who's hot?
Who's not?
And bruh,
I don't know.
And then we have a new show, Sportsfellas Red Hotline. So we're going to talk about players in danger of their jobs, players that didn't do well, organizations that are in questions. Who knows? And one of our favorite shows, the White Belt Talk. In the meantime, before we dive in, let's go ahead and take a quick pause and thank our following sponsors.
With spring here and all the storms on their way, you need to make sure you have the proper home, auto, and all your properties insured. We here at Razor Cut Information just can't get enough of our favorite insurance man, Ernie Ruelas. Please visit Ernie and his State Farm agency at 11330 East Central Avenue, Suite 400, Wichita, Kansas, 316-682-2300. Thank you so much, Ernie.
In Chuck's Dugout, right now we have few more weeks before October, and right now it's getting red hot. On the national side, you have Philly, you have the New York Mets, you have the Milwaukee Brewers, the Chicago Cubs, the LA Dodgers, and the San Diego Padres. On the American side, we have the Toronto Blue Jays, we have the New York Yankees, the Detroit Tigers, the Cleveland Guardians, the Houston Astros, and the Seattle Mariners. Stay tuned, you guys. We will keep you guys posted when the MLB playoffs are around the corner. Let's go ahead and take a quick pause. Thank our following sponsors.
Hey guys, why don't you check out She Barber Cuts Barbershop and give Markeisha Brown, the licensed professional barber there, a call at 316-218-3566 for all your haircut needs. She's got cuts for kids, adults, and for those looking for the good one, the deluxe with beard trims, wash, and hot towels. So don't forget to give Markeisha a call at She Barber Cuts and see her at 2319 North Ridge, Barber Suite 6A here in Wichita, Kansas.
College Game Day of the Week. We have an SEC showdown. We have the Georgia Bulldogs visiting the Tennessee Volunteers. Brett, who are you taking?
See, I think I'm going to take Georgia in this one. I mean, Tennessee. Okay, I'm just going to come out and say, yeah, I'm a hater. I don't like them.
There you go. It took you that long to say that. Okay, so you got it. Who you got, Don?
I'm about to roll with Georgia because it just seems like they're, overall, I feel they're the better team right now, overall. You know.
I'm going to go for the home team. Let's go Volunteers. Let's show some love to the Volunteers. All right, let's take a quick pause and thank our following sponsors.
Hey guys, have you ever seen those little towns in Kansas and wondered, what's there? Let me tell you about a hidden gem in Salina, Sky Trampoline. It is the perfect place for both family outings and spending the day with friends. They have large open trampoline jump court, a ninja course, a setup to test or develop your parkour skills, and that's not even close to everything. Additional fun can be had in their foam pit, dodgeball area, a laser maze, and even an arcade. They also have specialty events with black light lit trampolines and a DJ. Sky Trampoline is located at 1820 South 9th Street in Salina, Kansas, and is open every day until at least 9 most days and sometimes even later. Give Sarah a call at 785-491-1118.
All right, we got Chris's Fantasy Football lineup. Brett, who do you recommend in week 2 to put in your lineup?
I recommend, I'm going to say Derrick Henry. I mean, he did it well, other than the fumble that he had in the last game, but he did a fabulous job. He still is proving that he can move the ball, and then he can still just tough it out. Even if you come at him with everything, he's going to knock you down.
Who would you not put in your lineup for this week?
Russell Wilson. Oops.
Hey, who I recommend starting is Javonte Williams with Dallas Cowboys. Because right now it seems like the New York Giants, they can't seem to stop anybody from running and defensively. So, you know, anybody that's got any Dallas players right now besides Javonte Williams, I'd start them.
Who would you not put in your lineup?
Well, I would say Jerome Ford of Cleveland Browns. Right now, he was a starter, but now that they brought in Quishon Jenkins and Dylan Sampson had most of the carries, I would say take him out of your lineup and possibly just drop him.
On my end, I would say if you have Phillip Rivers, start him. He had a hot game against the Kansas City Chiefs. He looks rejuvenated. And now he's got that Monday night game. Did I just say Phillip Rivers?
Yes, you did.
Oh, wow. That's embarrassing. But I'm really dropping the ball here. Justin Herbert, you guys. Okay, can we do a little edit on that? Sorry, our sponsor said no. The show must go on. All right, Justin Herbert, you guys. Phillip Rivers coaching some high school football team. But anyways, shout out to you, Phillip Rivers. Justin Herbert, great game against the Chiefs. And the way he was able to distribute the ball to all wide receivers. This is going to be a great showdown, AFC West. And so playing against the Raiders, and we'll talk about that here later. Who I would not put, as much as pains me, shout out to all our Raven fans, Mark Andrews. Had a poor performance last week, and it was atrocious. And so, therefore, if you have him, if you have another option, someone that is going to get more carries or more looks, go for your tight end flex. If you have them for a wide receiver flex and you need tight end, and if you have like maybe McBride, or if you have what's that tight end for the Colts, he's another good look. But I would say keep Mark Andrews out of your radar. And if you have Kittle, drop him right now. Put him in your flex because right now he is not playing. So keep an eye out on that. All right, let's move on over to Driz and Lowe's Players of the Week, brought to you by She Cuts Barbers. Brett, who do you nominate for Players of the Week?
I'm going to say Daniel Jones.
Danny Dimes?
Oh, yes, Danny Dimes. Did you see that game he played against my boy? I looked at it as, is this the Daniel Jones that played in New York? Because where was this at? I mean, the man was putting on a show. I know it's in Miami and it's the first week, but I want to see more. Daniel Jones.
Who would you nominate on the defense?
On the defensive side, I'm gonna go with my boy Deron Payne from Washington. I mean, he was showing out. I mean, he was beating the ball on New York. Got a couple sacks in on Russell Wilson, and he was running. He was doing it, man.
Who I'm nominating for Player of the Week is going to be obvious. Josh Allen. I mean,
Yeah.
Buffalo had them contained for like 3 quarters, and then all of a sudden, like he flipped the switch. They knew they were at home. This is their last home opening in this stadium, so he said, "Hey, let's take care of business." And he fought that team from the grave and pulled out the victory.
What about the defense?
Defensively, I'm not the same Michael Parsons. He joined a new team. You know, he thought Detroit was gonna have a chance, but you know, right now Jared Goff seems to have been in handcuffs because every time he tried to pass the ball, Michael Parsons was there. He even got him one time, but besides that one time, he kept the pressure coming to him where he just didn't know what to do.
All right, well, since you took my player, this guy, he got me. He got me. He got me. So I'm going to nominate, I'm going to give it to J.J. McCarthy. Great game. Great way to come back, being able to do that. Oh, and also, too, congratulations to Matthew Stafford for eclipsing, throwing all those yards. He's the 10th player in the league to do that, so congratulations. So they'll be co-players of the week. Defensively, this is a tough one. This is a real tough one. But I'm gonna hand it to Boza from the Bills. Ever since the addition of adding him to Buffalo, the way they were getting to Lamar was making plays that he didn't know what to do, and Boza was on to him. So he was watching film. So great job on that. So let's go ahead and take a quick pause and thank our following sponsors.
With spring here and all the storms on their way, you need to make sure you have the proper home, auto, and all your properties insured. We here at Razor Cut Information just can't get enough of our favorite insurance man, Ernie Ruelas. Please visit Ernie and his State Farm agency at 11330 East Central Avenue, Suite 400, Wichita, Kansas, 316-682-2300. Thank you so much, Ernie.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about the week 2. Now that week 1 is in the lineup, we're going to kick it off with the Thursday night game. We have Brett's team, the Washington Commanders, going to Lambeau facing the Green Bay Packers, which, by the way, is Eric's team. Shout out to all our Packer fans. Shout out to Gunner and the gang. And I know, and also Junior, these guys are big Packer fans. Brett, I'm going to kick it off with you. Does your team stand a chance?
I believe our team does stand a chance. And then with Micah Parsons, of course, Jaden Daniels has had to face him before. This past game against New York they did okay against the Blitz. They only got to Jaden Daniels maybe a couple times out of the game, which is something they got to work on. But if they can keep that defense at bay, they have a shot.
It's a tough one because it's like Washington is high-power offense and Jaden Daniels, and you can't help but cheer for him. It's just that defensively, like Green Bay defense got a tons better at Michael Parsons. With it being in Green Bay, I may have to give a slight edge to Green Bay right now because right now Jordan Love just distributes the ball to all the receivers, so you don't know he doesn't have a true number one because you never know who's going to rise, take control of the game. So I'm gonna have to give, because it's in limbo and with the addition of Michael Parsons to that defense, I'm gonna have to give a slight edge to Green Bay.
This is tough. Green Bay put on a show against the Detroit Lions, and now we have a Washington Commander team that's getting ready to face a well-established offensive team, and now they're dangerous defensively. Yeah. My heart goes out to you for the Commanders, but I feel they're at home, and so I'm going to take Green Bay on this, just for the simple fact they've got a lot of momentum going. But if you guys do win, more power to you. Right. But I got the Packers winning this one. Next up, we have an NFC East showdown. We have the G-Men. The New York Giants going against them boys. That's, by the way, that's Brett's second favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys. Don, who you taking?
I'm going to have to go with the Dallas Cowboys. Let's see. I'm not Dallas, but I'll be objective. Because Giants don't stand a chance.
Yeah, I'm telling you, as much as I don't want to say it neither, I'm going to say the Cowboys too. Only thing that I felt that Dallas could have won that game against Philly last week. Only thing that stopped them, CeeDee Lamb dropping those passes in the fourth quarter. Yeah. Sorry, but it's true. But I see that Dallas going over on New York.
I'm going to piggyback off of you on that. CeeDee Lamb, we're going to talk to you in a bit. You were dropping the ball. That was just crazy, man. That was just nuts. There's just no way for you to be. You getting paid all that money to do that. But looking at how it's played out right now, the Giants right now, it looks like this is probably going to be the coach's last season if he doesn't get this team going, and they're going to have to face a Dallas team that was not bad. Very impressive. Yeah. Good game against Philly. I mean, there were some key things that they made mistakes on. So I would not shut the door on them yet. So this is going to be a game for them that they're going to take advantage of their rivals. So I'm going to take the Giants. Moving on over, we have the Seattle Seahawks going to Pittsburgh, facing against the Iron Curtain, the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is a DK Metcalf revenge.
This is where the fun begins.
Game, since he formerly played for the Seattle Seahawks. Brett, who are you taking?
Ooh, it's going to be a tough game. I mean, now you got to look from the Steelers' perspective. They barely squeezed one out against the Jets last week, and then of course Seattle looked great against Frisco. Only thing that stopped them was that strip sack that Darnold suffered toward the end of the game. if I were to pick, I'm gonna give the slight edge to Seattle here. I'll give the slight edge to them.
Well, for me, it's also a tough pick, but because Pittsburgh's at home and Aaron Rodgers seems to have his feet under him, he seems to have some mobility to him. I do believe with it being in Pittsburgh, I'm going to have to give Pittsburgh a slight edge because they're coming off that victory against the Jets, and they're going to try to keep it running.
This is pretty unique. I mean, look at how Aaron Rodgers came back against the Jets. Am I impressed? Not bad. But you're going against a Seattle team that almost beat San Francisco. But you're going into the terrible towel. You're going into Pittsburgh, and are you kidding me? They're not going to let you just come in their stadium and just think you got it your way. This is not Burger King. And so, therefore, this is going to be a game of wills. Who is going to capitalize on key mistakes? But I just feel that Seattle's not there yet. So they're gonna have to take a 0-2, and Pittsburgh will still be 2-0. Next up, we have the Los Angeles Rams going against the Tennessee Titans. Don, who you got?
Hey, I gotta go with the Rams because Tennessee, even though they played Denver tough, it's just that Cam Ward still, got some work to do to build up his consistency. But don't sleep on him because once he starts building that confidence later in the season, he's gonna shock the team. But this won't be it right now. But because the Rams, they got too much firepower right now for them to compete with.
I'm going with the Rams too. I mean, I was watching Stafford, man. He was on fire, man. I mean, completing passes. I mean, he looked flawless out there. And you got Puka Nacua catching passes. And then the defense also doing a good job out there. So I'm taking the Rams.
It's going to be the Rams. I feel the Titans right now he still has to get in the groove of things. They lost. They lost a lot of that firepower, and I just don't feel that the Titans are in a rebuilding mode, and they're just going to look like a team that's going to struggle for a while, and they're just going to be in the bottom of the AFC South. So it's not getting easier, and so they're going to probably take another loss. I mean, they were close against Denver. I mean, I'm not going to shut them down and say they're a terrible team. It's just they're missing pieces. They're just growing pains. Next up, we have an AFC East showdown. We have Bills Mafia, the Buffalo Bills, going against the Jets.
Jets.
Who you got, Brett?
I'm gonna take Buffalo on this one. I mean, yeah, the Jets, they did okay against against Pittsburgh, but then again, it's still the Jets. So yeah, I see the Bills go 2-0 on there.
I'm also going to roll with the Bills, but it's not going to be just a walk in there and just a butt kicking. But the Jets are going to have fight to them, and Justin Fields ain't no slouch. So both teams have great dynamic quarterbacks and running backs. So I'm giving it to Buffalo because Buffalo just overall is the better team.
It's going to be the Bills. There's no question about it. Josh Allen is playing MVP caliber. And right now you got Coleman. You've got a great run game. And who's his running back again? I forgot. James Cook got paid that extension. It's just going great. I mean, Kincaid did a great job. Not bad. I mean, you got Josh Allen. Josh Allen's going to make it happen. So yes, I will take the Bills. We also have another AFC East affair. We have the New England Patriots going against Flipper and the gang, the Miami Dolphins. Who are you taking, Don?
I'm actually going to take the Patriots on this one because the way Miami looked against Indianapolis last week, that team as a whole just seemed like they don't have it together. And, the Patriots, what's that quarterback's name? Drake May. I mean, he didn't look bad. He didn't look terrible against the Raiders. And, he had me kind of worried that he's going to make that comeback. But, but they're a tough team. So, and right now, with the disarray that's going on in Miami, I just don't think they have it together. And New England's going to roll into Miami and, pull off the victory.
Yeah, I'm taking New England as well. That game against the Raiders, they looked great on both sides of the ball. Um, Drake May, only thing that stopped them was that was that Raider defense that they held him up pretty good, but he still did a decent job. And man, Miami got so many holes in their game right now. It's not even funny. So it's New England.
Miami truly disappointed me last game, and this is where we're going to be at. And I'm going to say this up front. This game is critical. If we don't see Tua, Waddle, a chain, and Hill get together and start attacking, defensively, Miami's not a good. I mean, they're not really a threat defensively. They're just, if they're going to win games, it's going to have to be shootouts. I'm not going to put them with the Bills or the Ravens or the Chiefs. But for the caliber that they have, this is a statement game. If they don't win, I'm telling you, we're going to see a red hot seat, and we'll talk about that here in a second. Coach McDaniels could be losing his job. If he's not going to get these guys fired up, get them back where they need to be, we're going to have trouble. I'm going to take Miami, but I'm going out a limb for them. So come on, Miami, come through. Next up, we have the Battle of the Cats here. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars going against the Welcome to the Jungle, the Stripes, the Cincinnati Bengals. Who are you taking, Brett?
Well, I didn't see both teams play, but if since they're playing the Cincy at home, the only thing that's questionable about Cincy has always been their secondary. And a lot of teams last season have been able to just torch their secondary, no problem. So, but like I said, I didn't watch their last game and see how they would pair up. But anyway, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Since they're at home, I'm taking Cincy.
Yeah, watching both teams yesterday, how they played, Jacksonville looks like the better team right now. But this is Cincinnati because they have these slow starts. So, but because they have these slow starts, I'm going to give them the edge because they're at home, because, this is Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. I mean, it's that trio right there that, that puts up points and yards on the field. So I'm going to have to give them the edge because it's at home.
This is very interesting because, yes, the Jaguars got the win against Carolina, but that's Carolina. And then on the flip side, you have Cincinnati that went toe-to-toe with the Cleveland Browns, which is their rival. So that's always been expected. But they're at home, and we have Travis Hunter that's going to have more snaps defensively. But I feel that Chase Brown is going to be running the ball. He's going to be running the ball. It's his kind of comfort zone for Joe Burrow. But they need the tight ends to step. They need Kazeki to stand up and kind of do a little bit more. He was not effective last game. I'm going to take the Bengals on this one, but I feel it's going to be a close affair. Next up, we have the Gold Rush, the San Francisco 49ers going against the Who Dey, the New Orleans Saints. Now, I always get confused here. Is it Who Dey?
It's Who Dat.
Who Dat? And Who Dey is Cincinnati. See, if Chris was here right now, I'd be in trouble.
Right.
I'm already in trouble. I'm already forgetting my lines and forgetting all that. So I'm being a poor DJ. But hey, we're gonna get back on the groove of things. Who are you taking, Brett?
I'm gonna take San Francisco on this. I know they just shipped Moody out, and then of course Kittle being injured, and then I think Fred Warner's injured. But and of course Brock Purdy also, but I feel they'll still be able to pull it out. New Orleans is still trying to figure it out, because like I said, they're heading into unknown territory. Got the new coach, Derek Carr, retiring, and they're still trying to rebuild and work all the kinks out first.
Man, this to me is actually a tough one, because without Kittle and without your starting quarterback, that's pretty hard. That's pretty tough for San Francisco right now. And I know it's the Saints. Well, I'm going to give the edge to the 49ers because of their defense. And, they still have Ricky Pearsall. Just you better hope that Mac Jones can lead that offense and run it efficiently. So I'm going to give the 49ers a slight edge because of their defense.
Pump the brakes. I'm going to take the New Orleans Saints. They're going to take advantage of these injuries. And so it's just the deal is that right now, Spencer Rattler, he's got to get these guys going. I mean, they were doing fine. Alvin Kamara can do so much. But, I mean, you've got other weapons you got to use. This is the time to take advantage of a wounded animal. And I don't like to say it like that, but right now, the San Francisco, they're hurt right now, and this is the time to take advantage. Hey, we're in the big man league, so it doesn't matter. Next up, we have an AFC North showdown. We have the Dog Pound. There we go. There we go. The Cleveland Browns going against the Dirty Birds, the Squawk, the Baltimore Ravens. Did that sound convincing? Did that put fear when I said that? Really? Nope, Eric said no. See, again, I'm just dropping the ball. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to go look at the ad. Find a replacement. Who are you taking, Don?
After that Sunday night game, you know Baltimore going to come in firing at home because they're not going to let a game like that get escape from them again. And not to take nothing away from Cleveland right now, but Baltimore's are going to come in there and just put it on.
Yeah, I'm taking Baltimore too. I mean, no disrespect to Cleveland and old man Flacco, but the only thing that can stop Baltimore is themselves. They have got to finish. That's the thing, and that's what's been killing them is them being able not to finish. So, but I'm taking Baltimore though.
This is also a real tricky game. I mean, we all want to go root for Baltimore because they're back at home. But Cleveland is not no pushover. Cleveland can go into Baltimore and play their best game, and they've got a great running back committee. I mean, they've got wide receivers, and this is tough. This is not no. And then Joe Flacco knows the Baltimore Ravens defense scheme. I mean, he played there before. I'm going to give Baltimore the slight edge. I think this could be a field goal situation. And right now, Buffalo, yes. Buffalo gave Baltimore a wake-up call. That was a big wake-up call. And this, after that loss that they took out in Buffalo, Baltimore needs to come into town. I mean, they're at home and realize, hey, if we're going to try to get back, we've got to start beating teams convincingly. You guys picked up Hamilton. You guys got a lot of number one draft picks. So let's go. Come on, make it happen. Next up, we have an NFC North showdown. We have the Bears against Detroit's finest, the Detroit Lions. What you got, Brett?
It's kind of hard. Okay, Chicago. This is what frustrates me about Chicago. They have it in their grasp, and they just find a way to just trip over themselves. Versus Detroit, yeah, we know what happened. Yeah, Michael Parsons happened in that game, but Goff. I mean, that don't take nothing away from Goff, but still. But if Chicago can finish. And if Chicago's just they could probably take Detroit. So I'm gonna go with Chicago here.
I think I'm gonna have to roll with Detroit at home because right now after that loss in Green Bay, it was a tough loss, and I know with changing coordinators that does have its effect, but they're gonna bounce back. You know, the receivers and Goff are gonna get it together, and the offensive line gonna help get that run game going. And Chicago's gonna play them tough because it is a rival game, but with them being at home, they're going to take care of business, and they're going to pull out the win.
This has got to be Detroit's game. There's just no way around it. They're going to have to find a way to beat a team that could not hold on for the four quarters. So if Detroit does not win, there's going to be questions. They're going to have to figure out what they're going to do because, like I said, they've gotten so close. As long as they stay healthy, no problem. You lost to a Green Bay team that's recalibrated, rejuvenated, and they're a scary team right now. So that's where That's where we're at right now on that. So I'm going to take Detroit, but if Detroit loses, we got some issues. Next up, we have the Mile High team, them Denver Broncos, going against the shoe. The other horse, the Indianapolis Colts. Who are you taking, Brett?
Wow, I was impressed by that game against like I said, Danny Dimes. You know, he put on a good show. I don't know it was week 1 and it was Miami, but I say against that Denver defense, this is going to be the test. So I am going, and then I'm going to give the edge here to Indianapolis at home.
Well, I hate to pick it back off of you, but I'm gonna have to also roll with Indianapolis because Danny Dimes seemed rejuvenated. You know, Jonathan Taylor's running the ball well, and Danny's getting it out to his receivers. And then based on how Denver played last week, they struggled against the Tennessee Titans team that, if it wasn't for a few mistakes of a rookie quarterback, they could have lost that game. So right now, not like to take nothing from Denver. I think Colts right now are firing off a little bit better, and it's at home in Indianapolis, so I'm going to have to give it to them.
This is a scary game, especially playing against the Colts. And you said it, Don. They're playing great right now. Danny Dimes, he found a new home. He's playing great, but no, I can't give up on my team. I just feel that Denver's defensively is going to try to get everybody squared away. I mean, right now, they're going to have to shut down Pittman. They got to make sure that their tight end don't do much, and then they're going to stop the run. That's where it's going to – if they can get to Danny Dimes and they can shut down Jonathan Taylor, then we're bad. Don't get me wrong. The Colts look scary. If the Colts do beat Denver, which won't surprise me, but at the same time, they'll have my attention, and they'll be vying for the AFC South. Because right now, these guys are in the right spot to be. Because right now, the Texans lost. The Titans are not doing great. The only team is the Jaguars, but, you know, that's just a toss-up. But I'm going to take Denver, but we'll just have to see how that plays out. Next up, we have the Carolina Panthers going against the Arizona Cardinals. Who are you taking, Brett?
I'm taking Arizona in this one. Carolina just, man, they need to get it together out there, man. I don't know what is going on with this team. They just look horrible on both sides of the ball. And yeah, Arizona all the way on this one.
I'm also going to roll with Arizona because, see, with the Panthers, you know, they lost the receiver for, you know, injured reserve. I think it was Coker. And so right now they didn't look very good offensively, you know, except for, you know, their running back. So, but you got to be able to do run both aspects of the ball offensively to make the ball. And right now, Arizona's just got, you know, the better overall weapons that can beat them. So I'm going Arizona.
This is real tricky. Arizona did a great job exposing the Saints, knowing that they can move around the ball, especially with Marvin Harrison, and also having Kyrie Murray going out there and just run around the ball. And I just think it's going to be another affair. I feel that in this game, James Conner might have an explosive game if they just decide to run the ball. This is where they're going to be at. So I'm going to take the Cardinals. Next up, we have the Sunday night game. We have the Falcons, the Atlanta Falcons, going against the Minnesota Vikings. Who are you taking, Don?
Ooh. Man, this is a tough one because it's like I want to go with Vikings because the way they ended that game with Chicago, but right now I'm gonna have to go with I may have to say the Falcons on this one because they have more weapons, you know, to throw to, and you got Bijan Robinson running in that backfield. And right now, I think, you know, even though they just came off that loss to Tampa Bay, I do think they're gonna have a slight edge over the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give the advantage to the Falcons too. One thing I noticed when I was watching the Vikings Bears game that that throughout the first first half of the game, J.J. McCarthy just could not get anything going, and it took him a while to start getting hot. And you can't afford to do that against Atlanta. So if that happens, the slight edge is gonna go to the Falcons because, like I said, you can't afford to start slow against those guys.
The thing with Atlanta is that there is a slow start going on with them, and the deal is that Bijan Robinson, great running back, they've got that going. I mean, Mooney was out with his shoulder, and so London is expected to come in this game. So it's going to be a great balanced game, but at the same time, Minnesota at the same time, they're late fourth quarter, heroics going on here, and Atlanta's going into Minnesota, and they're going to be fired up. I just think this is going to be Minnesota's game. I'm going to take them. Next up, we have the Monday night game, which is a doubleheader here. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going against the Houston Texans. Don, who are you taking?
Boy, I go with the Buccaneers because right now, with that win they had in Atlanta, and right now the Texans they don't have enough firepower because Christian Kirk he might be coming back off a hamstring injury, and Nico Collins can't do it all. And right now, I don't think they can have enough rushing attack to help compete against that. So I'm gonna give the edge to Tampa Bay.
I'm taking the Bucks as well. The Texans, when I seen that last game they played, I mean, that offense it just seems they just could not get anything going throughout the entire game. They couldn't score a touchdown to save their lives, and they can't bring that, and they can't bring that against Tampa Bay. So it's going to be the Bucks.
It's going to be the Buccaneers. I just feel that with Stephon Diggs gone, and they just don't look the same. And Joe Mixon, I believe he's still out. Am I right? Yeah. So they're just not the same. So I'm going to take the Buccaneers. We have the second game Monday night. We have, entering the danger zone. We have the Los Angeles Chargers, the red hot, electrifying Los Angeles Chargers. It's electric. Going against the commitment to excellence, the Raiders. It's going to be in Las Vegas. Don, who are you taking?
Man, everybody's picking the Chargers on this one, but I might be slightly biased here, but I'm going for the upset. Only because Geno Smith can match Herbert for air yards. We got offensive weapons, that can compete against them. And defensively, we can keep up with them too. And it's at home, the home opener. So I'm giving it to my Raiders.
I'm at the ride with the silver and black too. The Raiders.
Yes.
Reason being, reason being is because that the game they played against the Patriots, man. I mean, Geno was dropping dimes out there, and then not to mention defense looked fantastic. What a difference that an off-season can make. I mean, the Raiders just look great out there. Ashton Gentry just smash mouth running. They got Geno, like I said, Geno was dropping dimes out there. Defense just beating up on Drake May and getting to him when they wanted to get to him. So So it's the home opener for the Raiders and the Death Star. So I'm giving it to them.
Not so fast. There's going to be electrifying mist in the air. It's going to be the Chargers, and I'm going to tell you why. Right now, you've got Justin Herbert, not Philip Rivers, Justin Herbert, throwing to multiple targets. I know this is going to be a great scheme going on. Pete Carroll's going to have to really see who's going to do what personnel. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to take away from the Raiders. Their run game is going. I mean, you got Bowers running the ball there, and then you have everyone stepping up. Now you need Jacoby Myers. Get your paycheck, brother. Get it. Let's go. That's what you wanted, right? So this is all you. But I'm going to tell you, the reason why the Chargers are special this year, I feel Justin Herbert's finally coming around now. He's got Keenan Allen back, so here goes a menace here. Mike Williams was not as a factor this game, but also McConkley, man, That's one of his favorite targets right now. This is great. And then on the running game, like Najee Harris, well, he wasn't surprising, but this is gonna be a great game. I wish whoever wins, I wish them the best on it, but I just think the Chargers might win this affair. Now let's go ahead and wrap up with the game of the week. We have a Super Bowl rematch. You know, game 3, round 3. Who is it going to be? We have the Fly Eagles Fly. You know I had to do that. The Super Bowl champs, the Philadelphia Eagles, flying high into Arrowhead, going against Chiefs Kingdom, the Kansas City Chiefs. Don, who are you taking?
I sound like a hater, but right now, Philly's got it because they'll remember what happened in the Super Bowl and keep applying that. Because both offensive and defensive sides of the ball, I do believe that Philly can beat the Chiefs. And right now, the way the Chiefs look against the Chargers, they can't seem to stop the run very well. So, and Philly can run the ball with either Jalen Hurts or they can run the ball with, Saquon. And they do have a couple of backups that can run the ball as well. And I think this is a game that A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are going to, start picking it up. So, not to take nothing from Kansas City, it's just that unfortunately they're gonna have to start on too.
Chiefs fans, I hate to say this, and I hate to admit it, but I don't know. I think you lost your edge. The Chiefs don't have. After seeing that game against the Chargers, they lost that dog in them, and they still haven't recovered from that head whooping that Philly put on them last time in that Super Bowl. They haven't. You can see in that Chargers game, they haven't. I'm giving it to them as much as I don't want to. I'm hoping KC wins, but I don't think it's going to happen. So, KC, y'all got to show me something, because other than that, I don't think you got it in you anymore. After that game. I mean, yeah, you still make the playoffs. Don't get me wrong. I still got y'all going, but as tough as the competition is in the AFC West is now, from what I'm seeing, and from that last game.
Okay, Kansas City, you're the show me state, right? You're going to show me something. We need to see what's going on. And right now, I don't see anything right now. You guys got demoralized against the Chargers, and that hasn't happened in a long time. Now you got a hot team of the Eagles coming into town. There's going to be a lot of clout going on. You know what I'm saying? They can't wear their Super Bowl rings because they're going to say, hey, no trophies hanging up this year or no banner. Not this time. It's going to be the Eagles, but it's going to be a close game. Both teams look a little different. I'm not impressed with the Eagles they did against the Cowboys. The Cowboys did show some exposing this, so Nick Sirianni's going to have to get that together. So that wraps up week 2 of the NFL picks. Let's go ahead and take a quick pause and thank our following sponsors.
Hey guys, why don't you check out She Barber Cuts Barbershop and give Markeisha Brown, the licensed professional barber there, a call at 316-218-3566 for all your haircut needs. She's got cuts for kids, adults, and for those looking for the good one, the deluxe with beard trims, wash, and hot towels. So don't forget to give Markeisha a call at She Barber Cuts and see her at 2319 North Ridge, Barber Suite 6A here in Wichita, Kansas.
Now we're going to start our show. Who's hot?
Who's not?
All right, Brett, who's hot?
Man, who's hot? Who's hot right now? Gosh, I have to say, man, I'm gonna piggyback on the Raiders again. They're hot right now. I mean, they're hot right now. Look at, like I said, what a difference an off season makes. They look fantastic out there. They look refreshed. They look revived. They just look good. And like I said, I think they're gonna get the slight edge over the Chargers on that Monday night game in the doubleheader. Now who's not? The Giants. I mean, I don't know what is going on in that organization, but let's see. You got Daniel Jones out in Indianapolis. He's balling. Then you got then you got Saquon Barkley, who they let go. He's balling. Got himself a ring. So New York, what you doing out there?
Who's hot for me right now? Man, there's a few teams I can pick from, but I'm gonna just go with the Buccaneers right now because they're continuing. You know, even though they had a loss in the playoffs, but they moved the ball well. They started off slow against the Falcons, but they started revving up and get it going. Baker Mayfield, even with minus a weapon or two, he still got the Evans and Mika Ibuka pretty well, and they put up some points and yardage, out there. Now, who's not is the Dolphins. That team is in such a disarray right now. I don't know what's going on with that organization. You got Tyreek on the sideline, looks like he just don't know what's going on. So.
I'm going to say right now, the Buffalo Bills. That's hot.
Mm-hmm.
That's hot like buffalo wings, hot. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Josh Allen, something's in the air like Phil Collins. It's in the air tonight. I'm telling you, this guy there's no quitting him. That's dangerous. And, they're going to have to play Kansas City. Kansas City knows already, here he comes. And I'm telling you, that was hot. Who's not, believe it or not, is the Detroit Lions right now. That is not hot. Right? That's not good right now. You're supposed to go in. This is your year. I know it's just the first game, but right now you showed to me that you let addition of Micah Parsons come in there and was harassing your quarterback. You better learn from that game, watch some tape, and do something about it. All right, we have our new segment. It's Sportsfellas, the Red Hotline. This is not a 1-900 number or 1-800 number. It's just a group of us get together, and we need to get on that phone hotline. So right now we got some problems. We got some trouble in paradise. So in this red hotline, who is in trouble, Brett?
I say Coach DeBoll over there in New York. I mean, he's been trying for the past couple years, and nothing seems to be working. So, and in fact, that organization as a whole, something's got to give. Because if you got like former players starting to ball out places elsewhere, that tells you it wasn't just them. It's the organization they was under, and the Bowl they looking at you like what you doing up there, the Bowl? What you doing? So,
hey, I'm gonna roll with the Miami Dolphins organization. Mike McDaniels, you're in trouble because your team is declining fast. That decline started from even last season. And now you got to the point where you got your star receiver, who should have. He should have stayed in Kansas City if he wanted to get more wins and get Super Bowl rings. But he chased the money, and look what happened. And right now, it's just looking right now. I don't know if they have what it takes to recover. So they got to show me something. Otherwise, I think they're done.
And this is why you don't listen to Will Smith. You're going to Miami because that just doesn't work that way. Guys. It just doesn't work that way. I'm going to say the kicker of the Atlanta Falcons, and I don't want to butcher his name. Is it Koo? Okay, here's my guy. I'm going to tell you something. Dude, your own coach put you on blast. He straight out said, we're trying out other people. And my guy, come on, man. They're going to give you this last chance, so you better make all them field goals. You got to reestablish trust in Atlanta, especially you're going on a Sunday night game. I mean, you'll have a job for a couple more weeks if you beat Minnesota, maybe with the field goal scenario. But if you miss any more field goals, my guy, you're probably going to go to the Canadian League or you're going to be backing up somewhere else. So that's my take on that. Let's go ahead and take a quick pause and thank our following sponsors.
Well, I don't know about you folks, but here at Sportsfellas, things can get, a nice right funk going on sometimes. And in that time of need, we turn to our friend Kimberly Sampson, our own personal Cincy independent consultant. She is our favorite star consultant, so for your scent needs, get a hold of Kimberly at heavenlyscentswithkim@gmail.com or visit her website, heavenlyscentswithkim.cincy.us. You can also call her at 316-282-7363. That's Kimberly Sampson at Cincy, our favorite independent consultant.
You guys, that was rough. Week 1. It's in the doors now. So, hey, Brett, hit that light for me. Thank you. Don, pull the plug. Our electricity bill's getting real high. You are tuning in to the Quiet Pillow Football Talk. Hey, Brett, what's on your mind?
There's a lot of things on my mind tonight, but one in particular is by the man, is a guy by the name of Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter, come please, if you would, come to the front of the congregation. Now, I understand, it's football rival. You playing against one of your rivals. You're the world champ on the world champion football team. But bruh, why we got to spit on somebody? That's just evil, man. And that was doing the right thing, being professional. I'm surprised he didn't throw an uppercut to your chin right after that, and told you to spit on that one. But we can't be having that, man. You got to show class. You got to show poise. I mean, like I said, that's just dirty, just evil. Do better, my brother. Do better, my brother.
What I can bring to the surface is Russell Wilson. I mean, come on, bro. What is going on? You came into this organization and you're supposed to be the star. You're supposed to be the one that's, trying to bring the up-and-coming talent and supposed to get them ready. But the way you playing right now, he going to have to show you a thing or two on how to be a quarterback. 6 points, no touchdowns. You have too much talent to be playing like that. If this is the case, the way you playing, you should have just retired before you even started. I mean, ever since your Super Bowl, you've jumped from team to team. I'm like, I was expecting to see the Russell Wilson of old, a rejuvenation. You got Aaron Rodgers older than you, still outballing you. Come on, bro. You better get it together, because if you don't show up this next game, Jackson Dart's gonna sit you down and he's gonna take over. That's all I got for that.
My phone bill's coming up. I'm getting a lot of dropped phone calls. I don't know what's worse, that or CeeDee Lamb dropping the ball. It's terrible. It ravages my mind. I cannot decipher the situation. So, come on, CD. What are you doing, man? What are you really, really doing? Come on, dude. That's just not right. Also, as Don was saying, Tyreek, Flipper's getting mad, angry. Miami's in turmoil. Come on, man. We got to get it together. Because, Coach McDonald's going to work at McDonald's. He's going to have to coordinate there. If he can't coordinate the team, how's he going to coordinate getting my fries, getting my drink right, getting my order right? It just don't make sense. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Man, please, can the congregation stand up on that? Also, I just want to throw it out there. Baltimore. You guys have the weapons now. You guys are supposed to be the Crows. Going out there, flocking together, taking that, and you let Buffalo come back and beat you. And then on top of that, Lamar, why are you pushing fans for? Really? You make millions. These guys are paying you. I know there's a boundary, but you should have been the better man. Take lessons from Russell Westbrook or Kevin Durant or LeBron James for his crying self. When a fan is getting mad and getting your feelings, go get the personnel. Don't be that guy. All right. Turn the lights back on. Woo. Oh. All right, you guys. Well, that wraps up Sportsfellas for week 2. Any shout-outs before we go?
Let's see. Shout out to all the cast and crew. Shout out to all our listeners for tuning in. And always, hi, Mom and Dad.
Hey, shout out to the listeners out there and the fellas here coming together and talk sports. And a shout out to the Raiders for a week 1 win. And we'll continue here on Monday night. But just wanted to shout out to all those out there. And hey, I'll let you later.
I want to do a quick shout out to all our listeners that are teachers, that are nurses, doctors, that work in restaurants, that work in all job personnel, all you guys, whoever tunes in, you guys, thank you for the things that you do. Thank you to all our listeners as well. It's always fun getting together, talking about sports, interacting, and expressing our minds, because we are not sellouts. We are local. Yes, we will always stand to that. Thank you to Eric, Powell, and the gang for making our show going. Without them, none of this would be possible. Shout out to my family, my loved ones, and also stay tuned, you guys. We are going to do our giveaway. So this is how you got to do it. It's so simple, Don. All they got to do is smash the like button. Tell us your name and your team. I don't need to know your address or your social. I don't need none of that. All you got to do is just put your name and your team. And then every week we do a drawing. Now remember, the next show we are going to do a specific drawing for the people to pay attention to the show specifically. I will ask a question, and whoever puts it on first, your name will be in the drawing, and if you win, you win. For our local, we will do at Pro Image Sports. If you are not from town, we are from Wichita, Kansas, by the way. If you are not from town, we're going to have a Rally House giveaway and fanatics.com sent out to you. So shout out to all our friends from the West Coast, from the East, and worldwide. Shout out to our friend Eric out in Turkey. Hope you're holding it down, my friend. I know the steel curtain's looking good out there. So until then, we're out.